just everything, just right there. Fantastic. And anyone else who wants to follow in Dave's footsteps and take a shot at me, go ahead, Facebook or Eric at ericandgore.com. And he didn't take a shot at all. He pointed out some truths and good for him. I hope that he's right. Our logos suck. We need a better one. So everybody design one for us. We'll give you a prize, and it'll be our logo. And we'll talk about you a lot on the show about how cool you are for designing our new logo. So it's a win-win for everybody.
It really is.
You can send those entries into Eric at ericandgore.com or Gord at ericandgore.com or all the other usual, send them to Alfalfa and all the rascals.
Hey, quick question about my email address.
Yes.
The Gord at Eric Gord. You have access to that, right?
I do.
Okay, good. Because I can't seem to log into it, so.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you not? Did I not send you the password?
No, I think you did, but I just don't seem to have it now, so I'm gonna have to go back and try to find it.
I can resend it to you. It's a good one. It's a gooder. Oh, I might have changed it actually. I should check. That'd be funny. Here's your email, Gordon. Then I just changed the password. Yeah, this is gonna drive me nuts.
I don't know what you're talking about, man. It works perfectly fine on my side. You son of a bitch.
Every 6 months or so, you bring it up again, and oh yeah, buddy, I'll send you the password, and I just change it real quick.
Am I not allowed to have access to this? Why do I have one? Does Eric just want more email addresses? What the hell is going on?
Oh no, I don't, because I didn't realize they cost $5 a piece. I had like 20 planned.
Oh Jesus Christ! Of course you did. I'm not surprised by that.
Then I double checked it. Yeah, they're $5 each. I mean, okay, we're gonna cut the fat on those a little bit.
And knock that down to like a couple.
I was going to have guests at ericandgord.com and administration at ericandgord.com and contests at ericandgord.com. You know how they do on the radio.
Yeah, have one for everything.
Yeah, no. If I upgrade my plan, I get a whole bunch more. So it's nothing. Never say never.
No, we all know that'll end up happening. So.
And you'll be able to reach me at neverSayNever at ericandgord.com.
Eric at Never Neverland. Yeah.
And they're just going to get like, no, Gord, I won't stop making emails at ericandgord.com.
Hey, Gord, here's another one at ericandgord.com. Oh, dude, you got to bet that shouldn't be so fucking funny.
Hey, Eric, I quit.
And I would never get tired of it too. That's the best part.
Hey, Eric, fuck you. I quit at ericandgord.com. Well, you can send your resignation in. Good. The show's better off without you at ericandgord.com.
See, now, if I owned a business, that is exactly the name of my email I would have. So if you're ever going to resign, let me know. I'll give you the email address, and that's what it is. Yeah. We're better off without you.
Yeah, you can send your resignation. Good, you were good. I was going to fire you anyway.
Yeah.
At ericandgord.com.
You're a useless piece of shit, and I couldn't care less about your life at ericandgord.com.
Everything wrong we find with the company is going to be your fault for the next 6 months at ericandgord.com.
See, that's really good. I really like that one.
You never want to be the last guy who's quit any job. Everything's always his fault. Everyone breathes a sigh of relief. They're like, thank God we got someone we can blame now.
Yeah, exactly. That's pretty much exactly it. Because, the one thing I can say is that when it comes to me with working, anytime I've ever worked for a company where I've been wronged by them in some way, shape, or form, like it wasn't just my own doing that got me fired, it was because of insinuating circumstances, if you will.
Yeah.
All the businesses, they all failed. Every last one of them, they all failed. And it was hilarious. The knife company, the store shut down months within me being gone because that was it. They just lost too many numbers right away.
Sure.
I worked for a steel company. The guy fucked me over for a paycheck. I threatened my lawyer on him. He gave me a paycheck. The day before he gave me my paycheck, they found out that the father has been stealing business from the supplier of the company. He was calling their contacts directly and saying, no, don't worry about the middle guy. Just call us now. We just take care of the orders. And basically just stole a bunch of business. The companies didn't know any better. And the company shut down within like 3 weeks. They were shut down. It's just fantastic. Johnson Controls, the whole half of the division that I worked in the Ford side, within less than a year of me I'm quitting. I tried to get fired. They wouldn't fire me. But of me quitting that place, the entire Ford division shut down and was moved out, gone. It's now all Toyota stuff. My dad's business.
Superstore likes to be one of the companies that does that. Superstore is one of those ones they won't fire you. They'll just push and push until you quit. And I finally got to the point where I was punching in and then going to my friend Gabe's house for 4 hours. Then I'd come back at the end of my shift and punch out.
That's amazing.
And still I couldn't get fired.
Which is funny because technically a company now can charge you with theft for doing that.
As well, they should. And I got to say, I'm the exact opposite of Gord in this respect. I have probably had a fairly significant hand in all of my firings. Very few times have I ever been fired from a job and not went, well, I can't say I disagree with you.
Yeah, no, unfortunately, I mean, House of Knives, fuck them. House of Knives, that's the one place that's a straight up open admit. I absolutely should have been fired. As good as I was as an employee for everybody else, you just don't speak to an upper management the way I spoke to that guy.
Yeah.
You just don't speak to people the way I spoke to him. You know?
There's been a few occasions where I just got to shake the guy's hand and go, I can't believe it took you this long. See you in court.
Yeah, exactly. But a lot of them, like the belting company I worked for, 7.5 years is with that company, putting the dumbest of fucking hours of my life in. So it's on 24 hours, 7 day a week fucking call most of the time. Fire me because a company fucked up and put this harsh cleaning chemical when they were cleaning up the system afterwards, and they left a bin out and they put it in the mixer. They blamed it on me because I started doing the install the night before. And my boss refused to take my word, even though I had all the proof in the world. The fact that we had none of this stuff left. We only had 2 canisters. One was in the shop. The other one was in my van. And I had proof of that because as soon as I dropped the van off, they still had a jug at the store, and I had a jug in the van with me. We only had 2 jugs left in, so we already knew that couldn't have been me. The can size was different. There was too many fucking, and the door was locked. I had no access to it because the door was locked at the place. So, I mean, all this stuff, and yet I still got fucking fired.
I had one that was similar, and this is where I wanted to do a new show tonight, not to talk about you and me show, but I had one. I worked for an arborist. I was an arborist assistant, and he had accused me of backing the truck over a telescopic chainsaw, which is a big, long chainsaw on the end of a pole, for anyone who doesn't know. Now, a few things wrong with his story is I don't drive. I've never driven. I don't have a driver's license. I didn't drive his truck. He never gave me the keys to his truck because I don't drive. So
makes it really difficult.
The idea of me backing his truck over his tools is kind of far-fetched because I've never driven his truck. He never let me drive his truck. It's not that I can't drive. It's just that I generally don't.
I've definitely never seen it.
But he's never once handed me the keys to it. It was just hilarious, and he just wouldn't. He's an Iranian guy. You can't argue with an Iranian guy. Ask America.
Yeah. Ask another Iranian.
Ask anyone in that region of the world. It's just nope, they are right and you're wrong, and that's it. They will bomb the shit out of you until you see their way. And that's basically what he did to me.
Oh, wow.
I've seen his truck around North Van, and he's not driving it anymore, so I don't think it's his business, because it's still got the business name on it, but I've never seen him with it, so I think he's moved on to something else.
Or maybe he just got fired for being an asshole.
It's possible. I mean, hell, there's been times where I've been the boss, and I thought I should be fired for being an asshole. There's been a few jobs where it's lucky I didn't have the authority to fire me, or I would have.
I can't believe I just did this. That's it. I'm fired. I'm going home.
Yeah.
I'm suspended for 3 days with pay. I'm out of here.
The more than once, the only thing that
I need to
saved
say
my
what?
ass is I couldn't do it. That's it. I'm going home.
See,
I
it's
don't
funny.
care
That
about.
was my outlook when I worked at Johnson Controls. That was my outlook on that company. I just, oh, I know I should be fired now. Even like I was really good at what I was doing for a stretch there, but then I just something and there's a bad manager. We had a horrible fucking set of circumstances between us. All his fault. I didn't ask for any of it, and I did everything in my fucking power to get fired. I threw a seat at the building manager, picked it off the line and threw it at his fucking head, and they laughed at me and kept going. It's like, haha, Gord. I tried to kill you. Like literally, if that seat had hit him, the way I threw it, I didn't throw it headrest up. I threw it the fucking metal frame at his head.
Oh, oh,
They just
you.
laughed. I set a row of fucking 5 seats into the oven. We're going for break, and they're all sitting in the oven. You just got to come back, turn it on, and let it go. I fired up the fucking oven and disconnected the fucking shut-off valve for it.
Oh, that's our gourd.
And then we went on fucking break for 20 minutes. And we come back, and they're all melted. And it's like, who did that? I'm like, I did. Oh, Gord. You and your practical jokes.
What a hoot. What a riot you are.
Oh, fuck.
This
I walked
place.
off the floor when he didn't tell anybody, just walked off of my station, walked upstairs to the mezzanine, slid in between these two vertical or not like V-shaped fucking like wall panels, and I just slid in between them, and so I hid in the dark and fell asleep for 3 hours. Walked back online. I'm like, where'd you go for a nap? Nothing.
I got caught with a pillow and a blanket and a Dick's lumber.
See, that's awesome.
They found
That's dedication.
my secret bed up on the top shelf where no one looks.
See, that's fantastic. I appreciate that.
I'd always have some random spot I'd be because we had radios on us. Eric, where are you? Can you help the customer? No, I'm in the back of the yard doing a thing off camera.
Doing a thing off camera.
I'm with the customer. It'll be about an hour.
Guy's a really slow talker. Sorry, man.
What's
Got
up?
that turtle disease.
One time I just took my radio to the beach. Those things work. I was so impressed.
Eric, where are you? Suntanning. I mean,
I'm with the customer.
that's so good.
Just till the end of the day, they don't look. They don't care. This
I
is not
remember-
how we're
I
going to
remember
run the country,
doing
by the
that.
way, ladies and gentlemen. Just so you know,
No.
we're going to take that job
No.
much more seriously.
Yes. I remember Heather at Bed Bath did that one time. We're in center stock shooting the shit. And so we Heather, where are you? I'm with a customer. Yeah, I just don't feel like going out there. You're a manager. That's amazing.
That is fantastic. Oh, wow.
I got called out for it once by the chick who took over for the manager that we had, the store manager. She called me out for it once. I was with 3 customers at once, and she kept fucking buzzing me on the radio. She's like, Gord, can I get you out to my office? I said, look, I'm busy with customers right now. I said, I'll radio when I'm done. And like 15 minutes later, Gord, said, no, I'm busy with customers. I'll come when I'm done. And this went on for like 45 minutes. Like every 10 minutes, she was bugging me. And then finally, I just stopped answering my radio. So she comes down, and I'm like literally still juggling between 3 different people. And she's like, she's sort of standing off to the side. And I'll go, what? She goes, I need to talk to you. I'm like, well, you're going to have to fucking wait. I'm making you money right now. Leave me the fuck alone. Jesus Christ. I'm here making a minimum fucking wage, making you thousands of fucking dollars per sale. And you're going to come and bug me because you want to talk to me about what? I don't even care. I don't even remember what the conversation was. It was so fucking stupid. Once I got up there, she's like, talk about whatever it was. I'm just like, really? You dragged me off the floor for this?
Yeah.
Put it on a fucking memo and leave me the fuck alone. Like, what are you, insane?
That's generally what any manager speaking to you ever comes down to. The less you ever hear from a manager, the better. Good news or bad, just you don't want to ever see them.
Yeah. See, that's why when I managed the knife store, and even at Bed Bath when I was the assistant manager of the bedding department, one of the things that like when like at Bed Bath when the new hirees, when they would come in, like, I was really good at certain things and really shitty at other things. Like I remember there's this chick, Megan, young, just a this girl was like 4'9" and probably weighed about 45 pounds. just this tiny little human being, as sweetest little